So this is a variety kid, and today we're going to talk about 20 more features I'd change in iOS 13. Number 1 is the ability to still copy and paste your result after clearing
in something like this, and then we, so as you can see here, if we 3D touch, you can still copy it, but however, if we clear it, then you won't be able to copy it. I'd give you the ability to still copy it, like, as long as it's still in your phone's RAM management.
The ability to use the standard lens for portrait mode on the telephoto, on the iPhones with a telephoto lens. So on the iPhones with a telephoto lens, you can't use the standard lens for portrait mode. And actually I realized this because due to the iPhone XR not having a dual camera but still having portrait mode, you can it uses the standard lens, which someone said that some people like that about the iPhone XR. So I would give the ability to have portrait mode be used with the standard and telephoto lens on telephoto lens iPhones. Number 3 is 3-app multitasking on the iPad Pro's 12.9 and maybe the iPad Pro 10. And maybe the iPad Pro 11-inch. Number 4 is the ability to disable Touch ID. So if someone wants to see the time or something, and they click on they click the home button, it'll register their fingerprint scanner as invalid, which that means it'll give you one less opportunity to unlock your phone. So what I'm saying is that you could turn off Touch ID or Face ID from the lock screen to make sure that no one that touches the home button or looks at your phone will have their fingerprint or face read. Number 5 is similar, and it's the ability to control how many times it takes for the biometric method to be disabled or the phone itself to be disabled, because I feel like you should have control over that. I mean, I wouldn't give full control. I would probably give a range of number of times before it happens for each one. And number 6 is the ability to see the percentage of volume or brightness when you're in the control center. I would do this at least for the 2017 devices and later. And actually, I would do at least 1 decimal point past the main number. Number 7 is the ability to record a slow-mo or a time-lapse screen recording. So which frame rates you'd be able to do would depend on the iPhone or iPad or iPod model. But however, I would give the ability to record a time-lapse or slow-mo screen recording. Number 8 is the ability to change the resolution. Now, I would only do this on devices higher than 1080p, and I would allow it to be changed to 1080p. I would do 1080p or some other resolutions of the iPad. Like maybe I might do I would do 1440p for devices higher than 1440p. 9 is reminders to take a break. So under screen recording, I would give the ability to have reminders to take a break, because sometimes I feel like I could use that. In fact, actually for the YouTube app, I have reminders to take a break. Number 11 is multiple times. I might not do this for the iPad Air 2 or iPad Mini 4. Number 11 is the ability to search for cities in the weather app. I would only do this if there are 12 to 20 cities or more. Number 12 is for auto brightness, the ability to have it based off of time of day or battery percentage, and also the ability to have it based off of one or both of those, but not the lighting conditions. So like sometimes I have my brightness lower whenever the battery percentage is lower. And actually, I do keep my brightness a little bit higher now because my mom told me that I should have my brightness higher because it might be bad for my eyes. But however, I would like the ability to have auto brightness based off of your battery percentage and or your and the time of day. And by time of day, I mean I would have the and by time of day, it would be your phone would do it based off of what your bedtime schedule is in the clock app if you do have one, and what time and the sunset time and the sunset and sunrise time in your location. At least for the iPhones. Number 13 is reduce white point in the control center. So there's this thing called reduce white point. It reduces the intensity of bright colors. I actually have it on even during the day. I mean, occasionally I will turn it off during the day, but now I keep it on even during the day because I'm afraid I'll forget to turn it back on at night. But however, I would like the ability to have reduced white point in the control center. Number 14 is the ability to have different do not disturb, night shift, etc. times. However, I would for Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I mean, I wouldn't do separate times for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but however, I would let you have separate times for Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Number 15 is 3D touch for connecting to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth from the control center. So you would be able to connect to a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth network via the control center by 3D touching on it. Number 16 is the ability to have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. go on or off whenever you leave or arrive somewhere or at a certain time. Because like sometimes I'll turn off Wi-Fi if I know I won't be using if I'm at a place where I know I won't be able to have Wi-fi, and however, sometimes I forget to turn it back on. Whenever you have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth disconnected, it will automatically turn on the following day. But however, I give you more control of when you can turn it back on, or when it would go on or off. Number 17 is the cancel button when you mistype your password.
Okay, so when you play a song here,
every night
you don't have the ability to
the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake.
When a song is playing, so when a sample song is playing from the iTunes store, I would give you pause, rewind, and fast forward. 10 is battery life estimates. Now I would only do this when it's 10% or less. And actually in the future, like probably in the 2020s or early 2020s, I'll probably add an always-on display, and I'll let the battery life estimates be displayed on the always-on display. And lastly, number 20 is the ability to change live photos from photos. So sometimes we take live photos, and actually live photos take up more storage than photos. So I'd add the ability to change live photos to photos. Now, I mean, similar to the ability to remove blur from the portrait mode, I wouldn't add the ability to change non-live photos back to live photos. But I would add the ability to have live photos changed to regular photos. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like if you did, and have a nice day. Bye.